So, woman and man. There was a first Eve, and Adam couldn't handle. So, he wanted one from his rib, derived from him, so he could be above her to feel powerful, even though originally both were the children of God, not just him, and her as a daughter of man, like him. And so she's of the earth, blackened and falling through, mother of the excluded. And the liar and the killer and the prostitute and the addict and the thief and the rapist and misguided victims after she's cast out. The encapsulation of the source through him for the future to walk through, right? Some cultures study this energy as Black Madonna, what in Judaism, lahavdil. Lahavdil means with a separation. We would call the Shekhinah in exile. And then we don't say a name at night of this individual type of being. So I'll spell it Samael. And this is the severity, lion-faced serpent, venom, blindness of God, severity of God, poison of God, accuser, seducer, destroyer, head of the Satan's main angel of death, rides a serpent like a camel. Cain's father, ruler of third hell, angel who wrestled with Jacob, guardian angel of Esau, angel who ordered Abraham to sacrifice Isaac. And after banished, it became a snake, right? Rides a serpent like a camel, which became a snake. Plants, trees of knowledge, related to Azazel energy, which is angelic, kind of the intention being, being, not the intention, the patron, the job to be the patron of Edom, another way of saying Esau, but these are just other names. They say it's Melech Ra, the king of bad king. Michael defends Israel as he, the one I spelled his name, accuses and tempts. The partner of Lily. Lily is spelled Lilith. Castrated. He was castrated. So Lily seeks to fornicate with men, taught men violence and women deception. He did. So knowledge here of good and evil is wielding the ultimate power. Knowledge for administering reward. Punishment is being the God and the devil. Eating and internalizing the forbidden awakens an appetite for it. Prior, it only existed in potential. Evil doesn't have an independent existence and depends on holiness to draw down divine life force on whose leftovers it feeds and derives existence. The golem from Sefer Yetzirah does the bidding versus the woman with the snakes as her hair. I think her name was called Medusa. She takes life and turns to stone. So Madonna, earlier I mentioned, is related to the energy of Madonna I, which is an angel one of the angels listed in the Kabbalah, in the Zohar text, which means with God, in God, right? The Baal Shem, the Maggid preacher, the Mashiach preacher of penitence, were less than contract rabbis and study Kabbalists. The Baal Shem Tov disavowed isolating. He encouraged mixing with non-Jews and asserting the sacredness of everyday corporeal existence, a lamplighter, uplifting, eventually Chabad, lifting up to the level of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, more subtle, refined, effective. Right? But uplifting, not spiritually bypassing, not jumping. He underwent revelation by the age of 36. Isaac Luria forbade using practical Kabbalah without the ashes of a red heifer and no temple, because people are impure and it can damage. There was 2 goats at Yom Kippur. This brings back the one I mentioned earlier, who also was the name Azel. There was 1 goat pushed off the cliff and 1 for God. Israel and Judah are the children of God. And the Shamir cuts the stones. Solomon has demons, a female and male. He tortures to tell him where to find one of the Shamir, because he wants to build the altar with uncut stones, because he insists no metal can be used to build it, even though the official rule was no iron or weapons. They gave him to the king of the demons, who guides him to the sea king, who entrusts it to the wild rooster, who took an oath to protect it, who places it in uninhabitable mountains where it cuts the mountain, to make the world habitable for humans in places formerly they couldn't live. They covered the nest with glass, and it placed it on the glass. It placed the shamir on the glass to crack it, and they took it, and when they threw dirt at it, and it strangled itself for breaking its vow to the sea king. The king of demons spends half his time in heaven study hall and earthly study hall, half the time. The Beit HaMidrash or Beit HaMikdash. He drinks water of his pit, covers with a rock, and seals it with his seal. Shlomo has a seal. Judah has a seal. He's the progenitor of the kings. And Achashverosh has a seal. Chain with God's name cannot be broken. So he had a chain with God's name, and it couldn't be broken. That's how Shlomo was able to work with him. I want to share finally some affirmations from a workshop I did with a friend of mine. I ran through some, after we did like kind of a session, I ran through some stuff we could work with, and I wanted to share. This is from a few years ago. So how to trust life. My mind didn't create itself. Calm down, slow down, listen. My feelings are valid. I keep my word. I'm capable. I'm rising to the occasion. Everything's happening the way it's supposed to. Change takes time. I'm learning to trust the process. I'll cross the bridge when I reach it. Endless opportunities come for me to choose from. Whatever I need, I can source. God knows what I need, and I have a loving God who loves me. More will be revealed. I'm not here to suffer. I'm meant to enjoy myself. What's meant for me will flow. There's nothing I need to hold on to or chase. Challenges bring me confidence, resilience, resourcefulness, independence, adaptability, irreplaceable life experience. And wisdom. I'm always a beginner. I don't need credit or blame. Every moment is completely new. I am secure and learning to hold my grip. My authentic self is inherently good and worthy. Some new exciting behaviors bring a temporary healthy fear. I'm assured of my power. My presence matters and my light is powerful. Thank you. Hope to share some more information on similar topics tomorrow. Have a good night. Good day. See you.